Pikul Peeps, Melissa from The Handmade How here, and today I want to talk about something a little bit strange perhaps, a little bit controversial. And what I'm talking about is actually talking about your projects. So, what do I mean? What's going on? What are we talking about? I just said talking like a lot of times, all in a row. Okay, really. Comes down to, tell me if you've been in this situation at Pikul Peep. Have you started a mega project? Like you had this grand idea, like, oh my God, this project is gonna be amazing and it's gonna help so many people and they're gonna love it and it's gonna be awesome. And so you start working on it quietly. And at first you're all gung-ho, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna work on it, gonna work. And then you start losing steam. And then you start questioning, is this project actually a good idea? And you start wondering, does anyone really gonna want this project? And you've only had in this experience a feedback loop to yourself. So, and a feedback loop to yourself, it's not gonna get you anywhere. It doesn't have, if you're building something for other people, it's not good to have a feedback loop for yourself. So, let me phrase this another way. I have been working on a mega project in my jewelry business, and I haven't really talked about it to people outside of the coaching program that I'm in that have said I need to do this big project. And what is it? It's a summit. I am working on a virtual summit. I have been working on this virtual summit for like 2 months and making exceptionally small bites of progress along it because I've been in my own head. So what am I doing here? I'm doing the Ladies Self-Defense Summit, and really I should be telling my other channel about it, not you guys, but I want to come to you guys first. So we're working on this summit, the Ladies Self-Defense Summit. It's going to be awesome. And I know it's going to be awesome because I'm doing it. So that's great. And I've been working on it and like plugging away, but listen, only making like bite-sized chunks out of it. Not really making big, heavy strides. And not really talking about it with other people, honestly. And then yesterday, an opportunity came up to get logos reviewed. And I was like, oh, I have the logo for the summit. I'm going to put it for review and see what people say. And they're like, put up your photo and tell us a little, or put up the logo and tell us a little bit about your program or what you're doing. So if you guys want to see, ta-da, here's the logo. Isn't it beautiful? Oh yeah, I love it. I really love this logo. And when I put it in there, I was like, okay, so this is the Ladies Self-Defense Summit. It's for my jewelry brand. And we are focusing in here on mindset, tactics, and fashion. Nobody else knows this, but until I wrote those words out in this public space for which I was looking for critique and review, I didn't know those were the 3 main focuses of my summit. I didn't know that, which seems absolutely ridiculous. And it seems like, of course, Melissa, that's of course what you're doing. Of course that's what you've been working on for 2 months. Really? You just told me that. So last night, as I'm plugging away and working in this thing, I made more strides last night in like 4 hours than I did in 2 months working on this project. Why? Because I put it out into the public space. I talked about it. And in talking about it, you have to clarify it both to yourself and to your consumer. And it helps. Because it's not just sitting in your head anymore. It's out in the domain. It's out in the world. It's now closer to being a living, breathing thing. Why don't we do that for all our projects? Why do we think that we need secrecy so much? Why are we saying, oh, it's going to be a great reveal, and you might tell people, oh, I'm working on something really awesome, you're going to love it. But nobody cares that you're working on something really awesome. They care when there's something in it for them, when there's something that they can chew on. So I say, oh, I'm working on a summit. I'm going to have like 30 speakers. It's going to be amazing. And we're going to talk all about like, survival mindset, not paranoia. We're going to talk about practical tactics. I'm going to give everything that you need for fashion, for concealed carry and self-defense. That's stuff that people can hold on to and get excited about. Now, whatever your projects are, be they new collections, be they new social media strategies, be they lookbooks. I got something awesome coming for you for lookbooks. I'll talk about that in a minute. whatever it is that you're working on, give them something to get excited about. So you see this in Hollywood all the time. And so many trainers say that you need to constantly be teasing. Look at Hollywood. They'll put out a teaser like months in advance, but make that really, really vague. No, I'm going to say it. Don't make it vague. When Hollywood puts out a teaser months in advance and it's got very, very little to do, or it shows very, very little, it still gives an excitement, and what is shown is enough for someone to take a really good bite and be like, ooh, I'm interested in that. So what is the hook? What are you working on right now that you can tell people about, that you can give them something they can sink their teeth into and be excited about? Right? Are you kind of excited about my Ladies Self-Defense Summit? If you're someone who cares about self-defense, or I should say if you are a woman who cares about practical self-defense, then maybe you are. Maybe you're like, ooh, that sounds interesting, Melissa. And if you're not, then you don't care. But that's how customers work anyway. That's how our fan bases work anyway. We don't only talk to the people who care about what you're doing. But yes, so I challenge you, Pikul Peep, to go public with whatever behind the scenes stuff you're working on and give out good breadcrumb bites. Give them something to chew on, to hook on to, so you can drag them along the excitement level until your grand reveal of what you're doing. Okay? Does that sound good? Are you going to do it? Comment below. Comment below if you're going to do it. Are you going to do this challenge? On the topic of challenges, so the summit is for my jewelry business. I am working on something else for you guys, and I want your feedback. So I am declaring it to the public space right here today. While we're working on, there's a ton of stuff I'm working on behind the scenes for this YouTube channel and for putting together some higher end coaching just for you guys, okay? And we're starting it off with a challenge. So not a challenge like I challenge you right now to talk about your stuff publicly. I am fulfilling the challenge right now by saying I am working on a lookbook challenge for you. I am putting together a 21-day challenge for you guys, okay? If you're interested right off of that, make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you know more stuff coming out. You can also now sign up for our email list. I'm working on it. It's not perfect yet, but I'm going to tell you about it anyway. I don't have a welcome series on it yet, but I'm going to tell you about it anyway. So if you go to thehandmadehow.com/callingmyshot, you're going to see little stuff that you already know about because you're following me here on YouTube, and it's really talking about the YouTube channel. But down at the bottom of the page, see here, I'm going to show you guys, bottom of the page, there is a spot for you to sign up for my email list. Now, that's the only sign up form that I have right now. I'm working on it. I'm a team of one. And as soon as I figure out how to be more than a team of one, I will let you guys know the best practices for being more than a team of one. But so that's besides the point. So if you want to get like on a waiting list, or you definitely want to know about that challenge, sign up there at that email list. Now, what it's going to be is a further in-depth walkthrough on doing lookbooks. So if you've been following me for a while, you might know that I did a lookbook training. It's actually how this channel launched. I did 10 videos walking you through everything about doing lookbooks. Well, this is taking it 10 steps deeper. So this challenge will be all about themes and stories and photo shoots, much more in depth. We're going to go through layouts, through telling your story through your book. Then we're going to go through the 5 email system that you need to support your book to actually drive sales. So that's going to be week 2. Week 1 is all about building the book. Week 2 is going to be all about the email series that goes with the book and supports it so you can get sales. And then week 3 is pulling out the little bits of story to create social media campaigns for the life of your book. How does that sound? Does that sound interesting? Let me know if that sounds interesting to you, Pikul Peep. Let me know if I hit this on the nail. Let me know if you're like, Melissa, psh, that's boring, and what you'd like to learn instead, if that's something, if you find that boring. But otherwise, there we go. That is it. Calling my shot, kind of, sort of, but this is me answering today's challenge of putting it out into the world. This is what we're working on. It doesn't have an exact name yet because the 21-day lookbook challenge is kind of boring for a name, but we're working on it. So that said, I will see you later, Pikul Peep. You have a fantastic day, and make sure you comment below when you do your challenge. You can broadcast it right here to me. Put it in the comments. What are you working on? What is going out to your public? But I challenge you beyond me, put it out to your fans. Put it out on your Facebook page. Put it on your personal. Put it on your business. Let people know, what are you working on? Get it out into the universe. Get more clarity for you. Get feedback so you know you're going in the right direction. That's today's challenge. I'll talk to you later, Pikul Peep. Bye!